Cousins over the middle has a first down to Darnell Mooney. A fresh start with the Falcons after coming over from Chicago. A couple big ones. That one down there around that Achilles from Keanu Benton. Again, he's pressured, lets it go, and he has a wide open Ray McCloud. Falcons looking for the end zone. Cousins, first read taken away. Left side, he throws. Wide open pass. Touchdown, Atlanta.
From the 27, play action. Over the middle, that's London, sliding catch. Under a minute and a half to go in the third. Here's one, caught by Mooney. Breaking a tackle for the touchdown. Good protection. Mooney makes the catch inside the 40. Another big chunk. 21 yards with over a minute to go. 21 yards. No pressure on Cousins. Mooney again breaks the tackle and hops out of bounds near the 12.
Darnell Mooney one-on-one at the bottom.
Cousins looks right, has a man. Touchdown, Drake London. And we are tied with the extra point to come. What an answer by Kirk Cousins and the Falcons offense, and there was no pressure on Cousins.
Second and inches and a fake to Bijan Robinson. Cousins looks deep, comes back to Mooney again, he's got it. Mooney. Empty backfield. And the throw wide open for the touchdown, Drake London. Picked up by Bijan Robinson. Cousins has time. He's got his tight end. Kyle Pitts to the 1 yard line. Flag is down.
Oh, man. If there's one thing we know, James Brown had good feet at quarterback.
Certainly did. Here's Cousins on first down. Wide open. Darnell Mooney, the former Chicago Bear, into Saints territory on the other side. So a lot of familiarity as Cousins fires downfield. What a catch. Mooney, and there is a flag.
Man, take a look at this. Mooney just blows right by Paulson Adebo. He tries to look back for the football, but what a throw and catch. And Zach Robinson, he's happy about that. What a play. Nice execution. Kirk Cousins and Darnell Mooney.
Third down and 31. Cousins complete along the near sideline. London.
Fires wide open at the 50-yard line is Kyle Pitts to the 35.
Love to see him get his hands on the football here early.
Second and 10. Pass is thrown over the middle. It's caught inside the 5 and all the way to the end zone. Drake London for the touchdown.
And the timing looks very good so far tonight.
Off the fake. Ton of time. Right on the money. Mooney making the grab.
On the quarterback to know when the ball is coming.
Third and 14. Over the middle and making the grab at the goal line. Mooney.
Of any receiver that's going to work in there. So you got a corner working in there. By the time he turns around, because Cousins threw that on a line, he didn't have a chance to adjust to the ball. And heck, talking about adjustment.
Long-time owner of the Atlanta Falcons. Watching his man Cousins go deep downfield, and it's going to be caught at the 50-yard line. Pulled in by Drake London.
There's no chance of him locating the football, and that time he placed it perfectly.
Pitts has caught 5 tonight on 6 targets. Looking straight over the middle. Wide open, making the catch at the 50-yard line is Ray McCloud. Don't let him make any substitutions. To the outside, the pass is caught. Breaking the tackle into the end zone. Darnell Mooney, touchdown. London tops at 8. Mooney also has 8. Cousins fires over the middle. Open there. Up past the 40-yard line. Mooney moving. That's fired. That's caught. And that is Hodge. And Hodge is going to take it to the end zone. a most improbable win for the Atlanta Falcons.
Thinking touchdown. And look at that look, that stare by Raheem Morris saying, that's my guy.
Coming off an Achilles injury, are you kidding me?
He wasn't kidding. And Cousins open. Kyle Pitts is tripped up inside the 10-yard line. Pitts in motion. Cousins fires. Oh, touchdown Falcons, Drake London. Between a couple of defenders. That's McLeod. Dancing around. Cousins has it and open. Inside the 35 is London. Drake London.
Hoping it's Falcons offense.
4th down and 1. Cousins throws. Touchdown. Drake London. Falcons going for it. And they will convert. London makes the catch for an Atlanta first down.
Trying to get to the 33. Cousins floats it. Pitts is wide open. Flag is thrown. Pitts is in for the touchdown. From the slot now he goes in motion. Cousins fakes it. Play action. Haven't seen as much of this year. We've seen a lot of Darnell Mooney though. Making moves, and he's down inside the 45 of Tampa Bay.
It's almost exclusively for play action pass.
Just got the snap off. Cousins rifle shot over the middle for Pitts. And Kyle Pitts gets loose again. And he's got his second of the day, I believe. Yes.
To play quarterback, you either have to have a fast mind or fast feet. And Kirk Cousins has a fast mind.
And now floating one for Darnell Mooney and a perfect strike to take the lead. Already had 2 ties and 2 lead changes in this one. Fresh set it out to the 49, 1 timeout for Atlanta. Cousins floats it, looking, he's got Mooney, and he's out of bounds to stop the clock inside the 30 of Tampa Bay. Cousins pumps it, he's got Robinson, and he's got all the space in the world to walk in for a touchdown. Play clock winding down. They get the snap off, extra body for Tampa Bay on the pressure. Cousins steps up and takes off. Kirk Cousins with a first down, or at least close to it.
This is one of the change-ups. They go man coverage. Man coverage, 5-man rush. There's nobody's eyes on the quarterback, and we've talked a lot about how Kirk Cousins does the vast majority of his damage from that one spot in the pocket. But he made a play with his legs when his team needed it, and it's not really been their formula this year.
Cousins off the play action. Deep out route, Darnell Mooney. And he's jarred out of bounds by Kalen Carson. Off another play action fake. Cousins looking for London, who elevates for the grab. And his touchdown shy of the 20 by Carson. Cousins, 5 in the pattern again. Up top for his red zone machine. Touchdown, Drake London. That's Pitts in motion. Cousins looking, throwing. Contested catch, Darnell Mooney. Going up against the rookie Kalen Carson.
Kirk Cousins understanding, I got a man read. I'm going to work to the right side of my screen, one-on-one. Got to imagine someone at the top of the screen is going to come. It's 4 over 3.
That's exactly what's happening. Cousins throws to the vacated spot, and Darnell Mooney can walk home for a touchdown.
They want to keep this thing to a 1-possession game as long as they can.
Cousins, time, looks, wide open man, touchdown Ray McLeod.
He's going to end up crossing the entire formation. No team struggles with pre-snap motion more than the Dallas Cowboys. You see Kirk Cousins, everything he's looking at is left. He gets all the way through his progression. And
now this Falcons offense trying to get going. Cousins given time, has Mooney got a step, and this time a completion against Amadi.
Sprinkle it in.
Love play action out of this setup, and you're going to get it right here. Cousins got rid of it just in time. Mooney inside the 5. First down and goal for Atlanta as Mooney beats Taylor. On first down, Cousins hit as he throws. Tight window, Drake London. What a strike from Cousins. In field goal range here on 3rd down and 7. Cousins over the middle. Ray McCloud. First down Atlanta as McCloud crashes near the 10. They back out. Brings us 4. Down the sideline. Pitts jousting, reaching, and catching. Kyle Pitts.
Kirk Cousins looks over. He's got Pitts, his tight end, on a corner. Get in field goal range and then try to go touchdown.
Lofting for Mooney.
They line up to go for it, and they will on 4th and 1. Cousins looking, sets up. Downfield, he's got London. And London with a first down at the 35. Boy, rolling the dice a little bit. 2nd down, Cousins towards the sideline. He's got it. Is he tackled inbounds or did he get out? Clock continues to run, and halftime is here.